Welcome back. It's another episode of my Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 25. We are in the World Series here in year two, getting ready to take on the Philadelphia Phillies after a thrilling come-from-behind victory against Baltimore to close out the ALCS. Fell behind in the series 2-1. Won the final three games, the last two games being by one run. In Game 6, we get a walk-off hit from Randy Arozarena to knock in Cade Marlowe, who was pinch hitting for Jesse Winker in the bottom of the ninth to send us here. And we're taking on a Phillies team that won 101 games in the regular season and then swept the Dodgers in the NLCS after beating Milwaukee 3-1 in that series. Swept LA. They are definitely on a hot streak. Let's take a look at this team. And they are obviously still led by Bryce Harper, 98 overall, 33 years old. He has been in the All-Star game in both years of this series, won a Gold Glove, won 2 Silver Sluggers, obviously a 2-time MVP. And he has been absolutely phenomenal these past 2 years. Hit over 300, nearly back-to-back years with a 400 OBP and over a 580 slugging percentage. He has hit 40 home runs this year, 123 RBIs, while also picking up 19 stolen bases. He was worth 6.9 WAR in 2025, 7.7 here in 2026. Second best year of his career according to WAR, according to the game. Trey Turner, still a very, very outstanding player. I mean, he is tremendous. Alec Bohm has really developed in this series. Had a little bit of a drop-off in comparison to a very strong 2025 season, but is very good nonetheless. Aaron Nola is their top pitcher. Had kind of a rough 25, but really bounced back with a great year here in 26, was outstanding. Zach Wheeler, able to hold off progression. Been really, really good here again. Ryan Helsley, again, great closer. They brought in. He's been outstanding. Catcher's not a big strength for them this year. Neither guys were very good. Bryson Stott has been a little lackluster for sure here so far over these past couple of years. But did have a 32 stolen base season. He's gotten to the double digits in home runs, but a sub 700 OPS. I have a feeling he's going to be a guy that's very pesky to play with. Really good vision discipline combo there. So I think he's going to end up playing better than what the stats have indicated. I already took a look at Alec Bohm and Trey Turner. Max Kepler is a guy they've re-signed this past year for $12.6 million. Was really good in 25. He was a guy we really heavily considered bringing in. I'm glad we ended up taking a chance at Winker, knowing that he couldn't play the outfield as well as Kepler. Because Kepler definitely saw a pretty significant dip in his numbers, kind of back more into his more regular territory, but still an okay season. You know, that's not killing you. It's just not a great season. Conforto is another guy that we looked at this offseason. They ended up giving him a 3-year deal. Part-time player, but had a pretty solid season in his role at center. They still have Brandon Marsh. Definitely a very pesky player. Really good. Had another really solid campaign. He just continues to kind of do his thing. Rojas is not great. Castellanos, of course, big-time power bat. Has real chances at crushing your left-handed pitchers in particular. He continues to be pretty much, the same player year in, year out, one of the most consistent guys in all of baseball. Their rotation, Nola and Wheeler obviously lead the show. Sanchez, though, has been great in this series as well. Jesus Luzardo has not been great. Andrew Painter kind of got his first year as a full-time starter this year for him. And was solid as a rookie. I don't think there's anything really overly to worry about there. Got a really good bullpen. Matt Strom, Jose Alvarado, and Kirkering here. Kirkering, sorry. Really, really strong trio. Tanner Banks was good this year. Andrew Kittredge was okay. So, solid bullpen. Oh, they have Devin Williams. I guess I forgot to mention that. Signed him over the offseason. He is operating as their closer. Him and Halsey are kind of splitting that. I did not notice that. Uh, kind of splitting. Looks like Halsey's really operating as more of the setup. So the back end of their bullpen is absolutely insane between Halsey, Devin Williams, Strom, Alvarado, and Kirkering. It's a great, great bullpen. As I'm kind of coming into this series, I think this is just going to be a single episode or a one-game episode here. So I know it takes a little bit longer to kind of get through the introductions of this World Series, and try to make sure we're kind of leveling things out, I guess. But this is a really, really solid Philadelphia Phillies team. I think they're slightly better than us, probably. I think you feel pretty similar about the rotations, even though ours was a little bit better statistically during the regular season. Like, we're ranked, according to the game, 6th. They are 2nd behind, I'm sure, just the Dodgers, yeah. So, obviously, a really, really talented team. And I would say we probably come into this series as the underdog. And we've got to play these games. You know, if this goes 7, we play 4 of these on the road against Philadelphia. But I think the rotations are similar. I think they're probably better than us slightly offensively. We've got some guys, though, and, you know, Jesse Winker can get hot. Jorge Polanco has been really good in the postseason. Randy Arozarena really stepping up. Rengifo has been a lot better in the postseason than he was for a lot of the regular season. While still having the Cal Raleigh, you're waiting on like the power explosion out of him. Julio Rodriguez has been good in the postseason, kind of coming off of a lackluster effort. But I think I would probably give them the edge bullpen-wise for sure. The rotation, I would probably give us the edge in totality, 5 starters. And the offenses would probably be a slight lean to Philadelphia. But I think we've got a little bit more balance, more guys that can maybe steal bases and change the game from that aspect. So probably just be a solo one game here as we get the World Series started. We'll be playing them in their City Connect uniforms. We'll be wearing our dark jerseys as well, our darker blue jerseys. Let's hop in. We're going to be running George Kirby versus Aaron Nola. So Kirby has been a little up and down here in the postseason. Was really good in his first outing, was not good in the second. Nola has been great in the regular season and in the postseason. We need a lot here from Kirby and Gilbert as we start off this series on the road. I still think we want to put Rengifo down a little bit in the lineup. Want to make sure Rayleigh, it's a really balanced lineup right now. Got a lot of pop there towards the back end with how Polanco and Burleson are swinging the bat so far. Really complete lineup with how they're playing. Winker had a really nice game after 4 games in a row without a hit. He had a 3-hit performance with a double there in Game 6. Crawford is hit for pop. Not hitting for a ton of average right now, but doing a nice job at the top of the lineup. Not really overly going to complain about that. We're going to get things rolling here, though, in the World Series. 101-win Philadelphia Phillies versus a 99-win Seattle Mariners, who are making their first ever World Series appearance. The Phillies are trying to get off the snide with this group of talent that has really had a ton of success in the postseason. They're looking to get a world title here. Which one of these teams is going to get off to a hotter start as we do get this World Series underway? Very excited to be bringing this to you. Philadelphia, one of the toughest parks to play in year-round, but especially in the postseason. See how that maybe impacts our players. Which one of these teams are going to become your 2026 World Series champion? We will find that out here over the next couple of episodes. Hopefully it's Seattle. Kind of a big part for choosing Seattle for me was their lack of postseason success as a franchise. Knowing that they were a pretty solid team that didn't have to necessarily be built up. Just kind of had to fill in some holes. Let's get this underway. The World Series. We're going to start off again. Aaron Nola on the mound. He has been absolutely insane here in the postseason. Was great in the regular season. Was one of the top 3 Cy Young guys on that side. And J.P. Crawford gets us started here with a 1-1 count. And we are underway for the 2026 World Series. Crawford will get out to a 2-1 start here. Good sinker there. Comes back in. Making Nola throw some pitches here early. It's a 2-2 count. And he's going to roll that one over. Bryson Stott over to first. One quick out. It's going to bring up Jesse Winker. Take a look at this lineup where the stats don't really mean anything there on the left side. The postseason average and OPS, though, are pretty accurate to what we've done here. Winker, 225, OPS of 736. Has hit a bunch of doubles here in the postseason. 1 home run, 1-1 count with 1 out. Got a decent little circle change there. It's a hit, fouls it away. 1-2. Big time curveball. You'll see a lot of change of velocity from Nola. The curveball is a pretty significant drop from his fastball. Got a lot of ways to keep hitters kind of off pressure. Can throw that fastball into the, mid-90s. A lot of changing speeds, a lot of movement. 1-2 count. Uses the curveball again, this time to strike out Julio. Just that quickly, Nola 3 up, 3 down. Picks up 2 strikeouts. Now it's George Kirby. Again, his second start was not good. The first one was rock solid, though. No complaints with his first one. Hopefully we get a lot more of that and what we got out of the postseason from George Kirby. We'll get things started here with Bryson Stott with a 1-1 count. And that'll be a nice early roll over there. George Kirby able to get Stott out. Rayleigh takes that one for himself. Man, what a lineup. Really good balance throughout this, too. A lot of lefties, a lot of righties. I mean, they go all the way down. Even with a switch hitter at the 8 spot, you don't have a whole bunch of spots where you just want to bring in a lefty or you want to bring in a particular righty out of the bullpen. Got to have guys who just get out. Alec Bohm had a really good regular season. He is torching it so far in the postseason, hitting almost 400. Kirby able to get a fastball down in the zone passing, though. Now a 2-2 count. Gets him to hit another one. Rayleigh's going to take his second unassisted ground ball over to first. Kirby, we're up 2 down so far. But business can really pick up here as Bryce Harper is up to the plate. One of the best hitters in all of baseball, just outstanding.
That's a ball.
He's kind of the guy that I would rather just walk versus feeling like you're having to force like a fastball down the middle. And a little bit of a hanging sinker there. Not a little bit, that was definitely a hanging sinker. Come on, Kirby, see if we can work a curveball here. Fouls that one away. Really tough swing. Gets it done. We'll try this splitter again on the outside. Doesn't chase. You got a 3-2 count. I'm going to go back to the sinker. If we walk him, we walk him. And we do. Kirby way down in the dirt there. Now it is Trey Turner at the plate. He's got a pretty big lead over at first, and we almost pick him off there. Good move from Kirby. See if we can get Harper a little closer. Back to the bag. We do. Not a great spot for the sinker, but it gets Turner out in front. Another guy that is just crushing it here in the postseason. You're not going to see a bunch of guys with how well they've been in the postseason. They're 7-1. You're not going to have a lot of guys with a bad batting average that I would expect. That ball gets away from Raleigh. Harper moves over to second now. Wild pitch. Try to attack Turner with a fastball. He misses that one too. Okay. Now it's a 3-1 count, or 3-2 count, excuse me. Come on. Got him to chase. So bounces back with a big strikeout there. That pitch was also pretty well off the plate. Should have been a walk. Kirby able to get through that, though. Now it's Cal Raleigh, who's hit 268, but you are waiting for, again, the big swing from him. 2-1.
Ball, that's outside.
Now it's a 3-1. Good circle change. Doesn't chase. Raleigh, a near 7 WAR player in the regular season. Got a fastball to hit and fouls it away. Just a touch late. 3-2 count. Good fastball low. Raleigh able to foul it away. Turns on that one. Nice cutter inside. 3-2 again. Raleigh just gets under this. Turns on the fastball. Hits it just shy of the warning track. Didn't quite get the barrel on it. Castellanos catches it out in right. Now it's Luke Rayleigh, who's been the best hitter for the Mariners here in the postseason. Either him or Rosarena, I would say. Now hitting back to back. Rayleigh 2-1, but able to check that swing. He's going to make it 2-2. And really good here in the postseason, though. Fouls that one away. 2-2 here again.
We got full count.
3-2. I've talked about it several times, but really seeing, we were at a point where I traded for Burleson at the deadline in year 1 with the plans, as Rayleigh rolls that one over, of essentially benching Rayleigh and making Burleson just our first baseman. Rayleigh gets hot in the second half last year, though, and has stayed in the lineup, been really good ever since. Now it is a Rosarena. Of course, the hero there of Game 6 in the ALCS with the game winner in the bottom of the 9th. The base hit up the middle to score Cade Marlowe.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Takes that 2-1. And rock solid in the postseason. There's a base hit back up the middle for a Rosarena again. He is consistently hitting the ball well. The whole postseason. Base hit for him. Now it's for Hefo, another one of the heroes of Game 6. Hit the game-tying home run in the bottom of the 8th in that game. Oh, tried to get around on the fastball, just didn't quite hit it. That'll be the end of the inning. Largely nice work there again from Nola. Now we do see Brandon Marsh, one guy that's maybe been a little lackluster here in the postseason. Gets that ball hard. Julio there. 105 off the bat. Now it's Castellanos. Look at him, almost a 1,200 OPS here in the postseason.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Much like Tyler O'Neill for Baltimore. You don't want to face him with lefties out of the bullpen. We don't have any lefties in our rotations. That's not something to worry about. He's a guy to definitely keep the lefties away from. Full count, good curveball here. Hopefully he doesn't hang it. Good curveball, Rayleigh. Already the 3rd time here. For the first 6 batters that a ground ball just hit right to him. Now it's Max Kepler. Again, another guy that we almost went after this past offseason after a great 2025 season. Been good in the postseason after a bit of a lackluster year, but a 12-year veteran. Played a long time here at the Majors. 2-2 count. I'm going to try to just throw a fastball by him. I don't do this a whole lot. Fastball gets by him, and it's a strikeout. Both these pitchers, at least early on, looking the part. And another hero of that last game, Jorge Polanco, who hit the home run in the bottom of the 8th to make it a 1-run game before Rengifo tied us up. Got one to smoke there, and it goes off the glove of Stott. That'll be a base hit. Take that all day. You hit it hard and see what happens. Yep, got a curveball right down the middle. So 1-1 to Burleson.
Nope, that's a ball.
Watch that one low. This has been really quietly very, very good in the postseason as well. He's had a couple of, he's had one bad stretch of a 0 for 10 or something. He has been scorched earth otherwise. 2-1 count. Couldn't quite get up to that fastball. Probably a touch late. No, actually, okay. 2-2. Blanco still at first.
Count's full.
Good eye there.
Ball.
That'll be a walk. 2 guys on here. Now to start in the third. K.P. Crawford at the plate. He's had some big swings in this postseason. 3 home runs. A 1-1 count with 2 runners on. Bad chase. Bad chase there on the curveball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 count now. Good circle change. Strikes him out. Got Crawford out in front there. 2 tough pitches, though. Just a little off on it. Now Winker.
That's outside.
Really good cutter. Really good take. It's a 2-1 count. Winker is here through next year. His second trip to Seattle. Reached around on that fastball. Blanco is not going to be able to make third on that. No reason to even try it. So, this inning with 2 guys to start off the inning getting on is now down to Julio Rodriguez. If somebody is going to score, it is a 1-1 count. He struck out on a knuckle curve in his last at bat on a 2-2 count. Good sinker. All right, aim for that right center gap. Wait back. Hit it in that direction. But it's right to Bryce Stott, who does gather that one. Nola able to pitch through that inning. Victor Carantini now at the plate. Bottom of the order, see if Kirby can get a couple of quick outs here. Got him to chase a splitter.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Try that up and away fastball again here. That ball finds too much of the plate, and Rosarena cannot cut it off. That'll be a double for Carantini. With 8 speed, almost gets thrown out actually at second. All right, so a leadoff double. Edmundo Sosa at the plate. Good slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Test his fastball again. Actually got around on that. But right back to the slider. A bounce back strikeout for Kirby. That runner still on second, though, with 2 outs to get in this inning. Now you're back up to the top of the lineup. Really good slider. Bryson Stott.
Ball, that's just
Doesn't
out.
chase. Good splitter. Stott swung super late, looks like, on that one.
3-2.
Doesn't chase. Now it's a 3-2 count. Come on.
Outside.
Can't get the curve to curve enough. That'll be a walk. Okay. Alec Bones are really good in the regular season. He's a guy you can't get a double play off of, though. But it's a 3-1 count. Tough roll. Now ball's going to be back up the middle. Julio. Carantini will not try the arm. Now the bases are going to be loaded for Bryce Harper. We talked about in his first at bat, not minding walking him, kind of pitching around him. You can't do that in this situation. 1-1 count. Good pitch. One, 2. Good curveball and a huge strikeout. Bryce Harper almost breaking his bat there, slinging it down with a huge second strikeout for Kirby in this inning. Now can you get through Trey? 1-1 count. Great slider there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2. Can you get out of this inning with the bases loaded?
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Get him to fish there. Fouls it away. 2-2. Got him to chase. Can you get him out at first? Crawford over. Big time getting out of that. Bases loaded. 1 out with Harper and Trey Turner up. Big time there from George Kirby. We're opening it up with Cal Raleigh here. Got a fastball down the middle and fouls it away. He's just missing pitches.
2-2 the count.
2-2. Just going through a little stretch. You can't, I mean, he's hitting singles. But the pitch is the drive. He has been missing, but he does not miss this one. And Cal Raleigh gives Seattle the first lead here of the World Series with a monster home run. Sometimes you just got to talk bad enough about him just for a moment. Missed that fastball on the first pitch we saw in that at-bat. Did not miss the second one down the middle. Cal Raleigh hits that one into the night. 2-1, or excuse me, 2-1 count, so 1-0 lead though for Seattle. Oh, and Raleigh got a curveball to hit there. It's out in front of it.
I got 3 and 2.
Good eye. Full count. Ooh, fouled off a tough circle change there. Would have, of course, easily been ball 4. 3-2 again. That's a really good curveball. 3-2.
Ball 4.
That one is inside. Raley with a walk. Now the hottest hitter on the team comes to the plate. Randy Arozarena. Still think Raley's been a little better than him over the course of the entire postseason. Arozarena is the hotter hitter at the moment. So 1-1 count here. Still nobody out in the inning. Fouls that one away. All right. What does Carantini look like behind the plate? He does not have a very strong arm. We're going to send Raley here on a 1-2 count.
Runner.
Good jump.
2 balls.
Ball is out.
2 strikes.
Easy stolen base there for Raley. They got a runner at second. Arozarena and a 2-2 count. Nobody out in the inning. Seattle's already up 1-0 due to the big fly from Cal Raleigh.
3.
Got Arozarena to chase the sinker inside. Unfortunately, not able to move Raley over again. Rengifo, a .282 average here in the postseason. 1 home run. He's gotten 5 RBIs. He's been really big with runners in scoring position. Try to go with that curve. 1-2 count now. Got him. Got him. Good pitch. Throws me on the inside. I thought that one was going to come a little bit more. Now this inning comes down to Polanco. Another guy that has been scorched earth to start the postseason. That ball is drilled, and that's going to score another run. Castellanos trying to throw Polanco out at second. The throw is just a little bit off. And it is a 2-0 lead. Jorge Polanco comes up in the clutch here with 2 outs in the inning. Or 1 out in the inning, or 2 outs. That's right. Just got around on that curveball. Now it's a 2-1 count to Burleson. That ball is scorched. Does it get down? It does, and Polanco is going to score. 96 off the bat, a low enough liner. Castellanos could not dive and bring it in. It's a 3-0 lead for Seattle. taking advantage of situations. The ball is kind of bouncing their way. It's a 1-1 count now to Polanco. He's going to roll over. Harper won a Gold Glove at first. Makes a good play over there. They finally get out of the inning, but it's a 3-0 lead for Seattle, highlighted with the Cal Raleigh home run and a couple of hits there with 2 outs from Polanco and Burleson add on. There we go. Nice out there. It's Castellanos. 2-1 count. Still got to be careful with him, for sure. That one was hung, and Castellanos just missed it. Better slider, but he finds a way to foul it away. Finds a way to foul it away. Come on. Good fastball up. Kirby with another strikeout. How this bullpen has largely pitched in the postseason with Kirby on the mound. Feel really good with where things currently stand with this 3-0 lead in general, but this is still a really good Philadelphia offense that, just like we saw the last inning, could have easily scored a couple of runs, but a quick inning there for Kirby. And Matt Strom is already coming out of the bullpen. They are pulling Aaron Nola after 4 innings. A bit of a shocker there. 1-1 count for Winker.
Nope.
Doesn't really matter for him, lefty or righty. Probably a little bit better against righties, obviously, but good either way. 2-1 count. Just missed that fastball. Fouls it away. Yep, just missed it. 2-2. Yep, good sinker inside. Stott runs it down. Now it's Julio. 0 for 2. Did have a line out in his last at bat. Hit a ball hard to Bryson Stott. It's 1-1 count. You're looking to pull something here. He pulled it all right. Way early on the fastball. A little bit farther out. Now it's a 1-2 count. Looking to get this one the other way. Now he missed a fastball. That was definitely a more hittable fastball than the one before it. Just missed it. 1-2. Strikeout. Julio going through a bit of a rough patch here right now. Al Raleigh, who hit the big home run in his last at bat to start that big 4th inning. He's up 2 outs, it's a 2-1 count.
Ball 3.
Now it's a 3-1 count.
3 balls, 1 strike.
With how the guys behind him are hitting, I mean, you can't just walk Raleigh here. Should try to compete here with this pitch. Raleigh's just going to fly this one out a little late. Don't think he got enough of it, and Cal Raleigh goes deep again. Did not think he got enough of that one off the bat. Cal Raleigh, we've been waiting for the big power game from the guy that was an MVP candidate in the American League this year. Hit 1 home run through the first 2 series here in the postseason, but hits 2 already in the World Series. It is a 4-0 lead for Seattle. Now Raley's at the plate.
Hey!
Raley strikes out. Swings under the fastball. But Cal Raleigh with his 2nd home run of the game helps give Seattle a 4-0 lead to the bottom of the order. Good splitter.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got a 1-2 count. Just going to try to attack him here. Don't quite get the fastball by him, but Burleson going to get under it, brings it in. It's a 3-1 count to Sosa. He's really the best DH you got. Fouls that one away. There's definitely a hole in their lineup when he's got to be your DH. But he walks here off of Kirby. Kirby could not get the chase. Now it's a 1-1 count to Stott.
That's a ball.
Come on.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
They give a strike here.
Nope.
Got to get a call, Blue. 3-1. Not going to run another fastball. Try a backdoor slider, and it gets way too much to the plate, but Stott does not swing at it. Count is full. Good sinker. He fouls away. Gets the fastball by Polanco. Coming all the way across. Bring it in. 1 out away from getting out of this inning. 4-0 lead, and this inning comes down to Alec Bohm. And Kirby get through 5.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls the fastball away.
Ball.
Doesn't chase. Got him to chase the splitter. Kirby gets through 5 scoreless. That's Andrew Kittredge out. Been good, been really good so far in the postseason. They're perfect. Randy Arozarena at the plate. It is a 1-1 count. Mainly a slider pitcher, throws one there. 1-2. Went with the fastball away that time. Arozarena chases. Harper brings it in. Strikeout, fly out from Rengifo, and it's a quick 2-2 count for him.
Count is 3-2.
Watches that one, 3-2. Seattle would like to keep putting pressure, keep putting runs on the board. That ball is going to be down the line here again. Rengifo should get a double out of this. And will. Castellanos gets it in. Stand up double for Rengifo though. Quick 1-2 count though to Polanco. 2 for 2 already today.
That's ball 2.
Watches that one. 2-2. Evens up the count. He's hitting 300 in the postseason now.
Count's full.
Make it a full count. It's 1 out and a runner at second with Burleson hitting 333 with runners to scoring position coming up. Polanco smokes this one.
Got him.
Moves Rengifo over, but Stott with a good play there at second, able to get him out. Burleson tackling a run here. Has walked, gotten a hit.
Nope. Outside.
2-1 count. Kittredge has got to hold that runner at third. And looks like he's going to do so. Burleson tried to go with that sinker. Gets under it. Kepler brings it in. Kittredge does a nice job getting those last couple of outs. Bryce Harper has walked and struck out with the bases loaded. Go ahead and get, I guess Santos is kind of who I would want. See if Kirby can get an out or two here. Got away with a splitter down the middle there.
3.
Good sinkers, another strikeout of Harper. 7th strikeout for Kirby. Any trouble he gets, I'm pulling him. Good slider. Turner to hit it over to Rayleigh, who's been busy at first and has looked the part over there. Now it's Marsh. Kirby get through 6.
3.
He does. It's a strikeout there of March. 6 great innings from Kirby. I think that will do it for him today. Jose Alvarado. I think he's suspended in real life, so he's kind of got this weird, the typical thing. As soon as they're like no longer a part of the Players Association, MLB Players Association, they kind of give them the Joe Random face, I guess. We'll get Santos has been really good. We'll get him ready to come in here in the 7th. So just pretend like this is Jose Alvarado, or looks like him. Still got his attributes.
Yeah.
Big time curveball there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A 100-mile-an-hour sinker is the most disgusting thing in this game. Got a foul off the cutter there. Base. Oh, I thought I was a base it up the middle. Alvarado with a great play, though. Snagging that one. Now it's Jesse Winker, 0 for 3 today. It's a quick 2-2 count for him. Quick strikeout.
Oh.
Okay. Now it's going to be Julio. Can Julio get hot? 0 for his last 7 or 8 or so. That'll be a big moment to tack on a run here. Tough sinker. 1-2, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. He's able to somehow get to that one. Hits it, fouls it off. Hit that one well for how far off the plate it was. 1-2 sticks. Turns and burns on that one, but it's foul. Tried to get the cutter by him on the inside. Julio just pulls it. That one's over to Turner. A lot of speed for Julio, but he can't beat it out. Julio's just going through a stretch right now. We are going to bring Gregory Santos in the game. Great start for Kirby. 6 scoreless. Santos has been huge the last couple of outings. See if he can keep the good times rolling. He's going to open things up with a 1-2 count here against Castellanos. That's one quick, good out there. Back and forth with this lineup. Again, makes it tough with the bullpen to play matchups. Probably going to try to just keep some of these lefties ready for like particular at-bats, essentially. There we go. I don't want any of my lefties really working against really Castellanos. That's the one that hurts you the most from a being better against one side versus the other one pretty significantly. Come on. Santos throws the fastball by him. I think Kepler was way out in front of that. Santos with a big strikeout trying to work through a clean 7th. It's another storyline that we haven't talked about. Santos, really bad in the regular season. Ended up calling him back, sending him down. We called him back up for September. He was good in the month of September. Ends up making the postseason roster and has had some of the biggest innings and pitches of this series so far. That one is going to go foul. He just barely missed the second double of the day there. That one over to Crawford. Santos with a good inning. Really nice work heading to the bottom of the 7th with the Mariners still holding a 4-0 lead. Cal Raleigh now at the plate, all of a sudden hitting .295 with 3 homers here in the postseason. Playing like the MVP candidate that he was throughout the entirety of the season. Put together some really big swings here in this one. Has not been 2 of the 4 runs Seattle has scored. Ryan Helsley with like a 185-mile-an-hour fastball and a 12-mile-an-hour curveball at his disposal. It's the fastball by him.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Raleigh's 0 for 11 against Helsley. That's probably what I'm going to go against him in this series. That's disgusting. 20-mile-an-hour difference there. Now it's Raley. Has walked, gotten a stolen base, ended up helping Seattle score a run. Good slider there. He throws 3 pitches, but it's a lot. Tried to wait back on that, and Rayleigh hits it up, Stott knocks it down, but it's not going to get Rayleigh out at first. Infield single for him. And you don't have a great arm behind the plate. They were going to send Rayleigh here again.
Runner.
He's off. Good pitch. Rayleigh gets his second stolen base of the day. Good fastball. Wouldn't have done much today anyway, unless you really can hit it into where that second baseman left with the stolen base. 2-2. Good slider, fouls it away. Curveball on the inside, fouls it away. That one's low. Now doesn't get the call / low. It's a close one. 3-2 count now. Got Rengifo on deck. They foul this one away again. Does. If he did that one fair, that'd have been close to being out. If it had been right at the pole. 3-2. Good slider. Got a Rosarena to chase that one. Now the chance at a 5th run comes down to Luis Rengifo here in the top of the 8th. I have nobody kind of warming up here. Let's do. I think I want to have Spire ready in case he gets to Harper in that spot, and we'll have Brash warming up. Santos was pretty quick through that inning. So if they're not warm, I'm okay with it. 2 outs here.
Hey!
Smooth curveball.
2 straight.
1-2 with 2 outs. 4-0 lead here for Seattle. Fouls that one away. Fouls it away again. It's a 1-2 count. Steele. Elsie's thrown a ton of strikes. Good slider there. His Rengifo out. So Rayleigh getting the second ends up meaning nothing. Santos has got a little bit to work with. If he makes a mistake, lets the runner on, we'll pull somebody in.
2-2 count.
Santos trying to earn a little bit more cushion for next year. That ball's hit well. Burleson, I think he's going to get to it though. Nice job there at the warning track. Santos gets the first out of the inning. Now it's Bryson Stott. At this point, I'm pretty much riding Santos up into the Harper at bat, no matter what. Great circle change there. I feel as comfortable pitching with Santos though anybody out of the bullpen right now. Boom. The last batter, he's going to hit a double here off of Santos. Not a good jump at all by Burleson out there. Now I think you have to make a change here. Santos going against Harper. Trey Turner doesn't. He hits lefties better for sure. Harper just a little bit worse against lefties considering the clutch is now in play. See if Spire can get us through the 8th here. 1 out away. Go ahead and get Munoz warming up. Got the big strikeout with the slider. Spire comes in and does his job, and Harper has come up in some big moments, really struggled today, as this pitching staff for Seattle has been outstanding. Now Kirkering on the mound. Sweeper, big fastball, big sinker. There's the sweeper.
1 ball.
That is disgusting.
2 strikes.
I think at this point, I think I'd rather just go ahead and go Munoz. And get some brash in though. Gotta save Munoz just in case. Blanco hits this one well out to left field. Kepler gets under it though. Now it's Burleson, 1-1 count. Got one to turn on, hits this one out to right field. Down at the wall. Well, Burleson turned on that one enough. We need Crawford to do something here. 0 for 4 day.
2-1.
Watches that one. 2-1 count. And I thought Burleson had tacked on another run off the bat.
Hey!
Good sinker. 2-2 with 2 outs.
2 strikes.
Fouls it away. That ball is scorched, but Crawford fouls it off. Pulls that one somehow. Castellanos runs it down, though. Okay. All comes down to this. We are going to bring Brash into the game. He's been great through 3 2/3. Gets into any trouble, we do have Munoz warming up.
3 balls, 1 strike.
4-0 lead right now.
Hey!
Good fastball. 3-2.
Got a full count. 3-2.
Doesn't chase. That's a walk. Not the start we wanted there.
Hey!
Not the sinker I want there.
That's out.
Go back to that sinker.
Hey!
Got him to chase and strikes him out. Really the last huge bat of this lineup is now up in Castellanos.
Hey!
Good slider. Couldn't get around on the fastball, Brash with another strikeout. Seattle is now 1 out away from taking the first game of the series.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 count. That cutter's hit out. Rosarena does a nice job of cutting it off. Kepler, I heard what I said about Castellanos. Decides to get a little base rip there into the left. This is the last batter for Brash, no matter what. I will bring in Munoz if we have to here. May not have to. Rengifo gets to it. Over to first. Probably could have flipped it to second, but the Mariners survive any kind of late push there from the Phillies. An absolutely phenomenal outing for this pitching staff. And Cal Raleigh with 2 homers, enough clutch hitting. Guys like Rengifo, Rayleigh, Polanco, and Burleson allow them to tack on a couple of other runs around it. Don't even have to use Munoz. Santos was great out of the bullpen. Didn't have to throw a ton of guys out of it. But a nice 4-0 win here to start off the World Series. Very few complaints at all. I mean, obviously you would like a little bit more production from the top 3 hitters in the lineup. But Raleigh in the bottom of the lineup did the damage we needed them to today. Able to get things off to a good start. We've got to get the top of the lineup going. Crawford, Winker, and Julio combining to go. 0 for 13 is not exactly the way I wanted this series to begin. But from Raleigh to Burleson, everybody contributed there All 4 runs came from that grouping, and all the hits came from that grouping, and all the walks, technically. Yeah, just it was a bad day for Bryce Harper. I knew it's kind of that gut check moment. You know you're in a pretty good spot when you get out of that bases loaded situation with Harper and Turner at the plate. It just kind of gives you that boost, and you feel like momentum swings back in your favor with something that inning, you're 1 pitch away from Harper or Turner putting the Phillies up 4-0 at the time, and this game having a completely different feeling. Raleigh comes up and immediately hits a home run there in the top of the 4th, gets the job done. But great way to start the World Series. We're now 3 wins away from Seattle getting their first ever championship. But that is going to do it here for this episode. The next time I see you guys, we will be back in Philly, looking to take a 2-0 lead. We're going to play 2 games in the next one, see where that takes us. And yeah, until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoy the content, like, subscribe, check out my other work on the channel. But yeah, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in.